And we have Sally Field here being interviewed. That really is a great color for her. I wish we could see the full thing, but I do like the color on her.
Yeah, and the earrings are very nice too. Very plain, and it's just a very plain look. It's very natural.
You can see that there's a ton of stuff going on at the Oscars right now. I'm sure they're having a great time. For brothers and sisters, I believe, correct? So she is on the show Brothers and Sisters, and we do like to see what these TV stars come out with. It's always interesting. But I mean, I'm sure they're having a great time there, and even her dress, the silver dress, is just phenomenal.
Getting this role.
I wish we could see a little bit more of the red carpet, but of course there's always online that we can see.
I worked for it. They both came.
And Jennifer Aniston was just wearing that same color, that same red, so that could be a big thing on the red carpet this year. I guess the red to go with the red carpet. It is a color that really pops on the girls, though. It is an eye catcher.
Yeah, definitely.
And we did not see any red dresses in our worst dress, so it's nice to see some good looks in red this year.
Yeah, you never know though.
We have Lee on the fashion cam.
We can take a look at the red carpet a little bit later, but for now, I know that you have some talk on the political aspects of a lot of the movies that have been nominated for Best Picture. Do you want to talk a little bit on those?
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of trends, a big trending thing in movies and production in Hollywood is political movies. It's a bit unfortunate to say not all of them are politically correct, if that's the correct analogy.
Yes.
I'm going to actually start with the movie Argo. Now, Argo is about the hold-up crisis. And the movie features around the CIA trying to get hostages from Iran into the United States using a very complicated plot of essentially staging a movie and
not an easy
definitely not
thing to do, but they pull it off.
And you know what I'd like to discuss is how all these political movies are coming out, but they don't necessarily stay factually correct, and I feel that maybe our public is being slightly misinformed in some ways.
I think you would be right on that. I think with these really popular films that are coming out, when people watch them and they gather this information, they immediately think it's correct without really realizing that it is a film and not always correct to the actual facts. So that is something that we have to watch out for.
Exactly. I do actually have a couple of facts. In the movie, there was a lot of America intervention, but in truth, in the real case, Canada actually played a large part. We essentially blamed Canada for it because if the CIA had not discovered, we didn't want America to be involved in that mess. So we actually framed it on Canada. But Canada did do some stuff in there, but we made it look very American. Basically, some Canadian senators housed the hostages, got them to the airports, and we made it look very American.
We did seem to slight it towards America, not giving full credit to the Canadians. So like you said, that's one thing that isn't really factually correct, but it's what we begin to believe when we see the movie.
And you know, being Hollywood, they dramatize a lot of things, like the trip through the airport, dodging security guards and everything.
Right.
You know that didn't actually happen. It was a smooth ride through the airport. Luckily, there wasn't a massive chase scene as the plane was going down the runway with jeeps and police cars and machine guns.
Whatever they can do to get the audience's attention, no matter what it is, those Hollywood people will throw it right in there.
Exactly, and as I was saying, you know, this isn't the only political movie that's come out that might not be correct at all. I have a small list here: The King's Speech, The Hurt Locker, Lincoln, Zero Dark 30, Les Mis, Dark Knight Rising. Not really, but we have a lot of movies here that are political, and it seems to be quite a trend, but not necessarily correct.
Some are more factual than others, but with these big Hollywood films, you do have to be careful as to what they're presenting and if what they're presenting is actually factual or not. So
exactly.
It's something to look out for, definitely.
Now we're going to go to a break. Coming up, we have Evan talking to House Representative David Linsky. So this is quite a treat for us here at YBA. I hope you stick forward to seeing it.
You definitely don't want to miss this.
Thank you. So what do you think about the Oscars? Do you agree, disagree? What do you
I don't know. I do agree with a few of the things that the boys were just talking about. But I mean, I don't know if I agree with all of them totally, especially for Best Supporting Actress. I really think that Anne Hathaway's going to take it. I personally love Anne Hathaway. I think she's a phenomenal actress. I really had no idea she was that great of a singer either, but I think she really deserves this. But I also do love Emmanuelle Riva, I believe is her name. I think she's amazing. She turns 86 today, and she is the oldest nominee, so I think it would be great for her if she won as well. But
definitely.
What do you think with some of these predictions?
Yeah, I was actually quite impressed with Anne Hathaway's performance as Fantine. I thought that she really, like you said, she's not a singer, and she sings this breaking piece.
I know. I thought she was phenomenal, really.
And it was quite good. I would have to agree with you on Anne Hathaway.
What do you think about Les Mis for Best Picture, though? I don't know if Les Mis is going to sweep Best Picture per se, but do you think it has a chance, really?
What I think Les Mis did really well was it really put you in the atmosphere of the time. It really threw you into the French right. Revolution, and you really felt like you were in that time period.
I think Lincoln did a great job with that as well, which is why I do agree with the boys. I think that Lincoln really might take the Best Picture award.
Lincoln has quite a really interesting theme. It has this really dark feeling to it that it really contrasts kind of just the whole, it puts into motion kind of the whole Civil War ideas with the whole, it has such a cool theme.
It just captures the whole essence of that time period. And I also think that Daniel Day-Lewis has a very good shot at winning the Best Leading Actor.
I definitely think so. I definitely think that he almost impersonates Lincoln.
I think I do agree with you. Well, we'll have to see, but that really is all the time we have for today. So for Larson, Evan, Representative David Linsky, and everyone in the booth, I'm Brianna Borghi. We'll see you next time on Wicked Teen. Thank you.